Hey guys, I'm going to do a quick update on Britney Spears. I read her book, by the way, and she only put half of what went on in that book, I tell you now. I mean, it was just absolutely horrendous. And obviously, she said she's ghostwriting at the moment for somebody else, and she said that she would never go back in the music industry. So let's just see what's going on with her energy now, because obviously it's worrying. It's like one thing after another that's happening to her, and I just feel she's very alone, obviously. Let's just see how she feels right now in her energy. And again, like I said before, I saw a period where it's going to be rocky for her, which I think we're seeing now on Instagram and things along those lines. Extreme highs, lows. Let's just have a look now. What's her energy? What's her energy? What's her energy? Also, I just want to say now I'm picking up, just because she performs doesn't mean when it comes to her mental health, it's going to improve it. Performing takes her mind off things, yes. So if she performed again, it would take her mind off things and throw her into the audience and the energy, which she does thrive on. But it's still going to mask over the mental health issues and the pain she's gone through. Do you see what I mean? It would only be masking it till it would come back in. I just feel that's how it's going to be with her. Now, what's her energy like right now? How is she feeling in herself after the divorce? She's gone through so much, it's ridiculous. Oh, God. Yeah. Okay, so we have the Tower moment, which is literally everything falling apart for her. Okay. Now, for some reason, I don't know what she said about this. I feel she was blindsided by the divorce. It really shocked her. It just really shocked her. So she was blindsided, and I feel this is why the Tower's coming through. We have her energy trying to move away from the situation, what's happened, but basically I'm getting masking again. So whether that's, I don't want to go on about medication or substance or stuff like that, but masking can be when you're trying to get yourself away from the situation. So if you've ever had a breakup, for example, just as an idea, you may have used alcohol or had a night out and drank a lot just to mask your emotions and what's going on. So let's see. I do have other interest in her. We do have the sexual energy card linked to another two guys here. Now, I'm not saying this is her sexually attracted to them as such, but we have the energy of another two guys around her, two males in her life now. One is more of a sexual connection and energy here. I'm hearing savior. So again, it's almost like, yeah, the world here, hoping that this new person could come and help her, turn her life around. She's not good on her own, as in she doesn't feel like she is good when she's alone. Okay, not that she can't be on her own. It's more she doesn't feel good by herself. So I feel she's hoping this other guy, and this other guy has money. King of Pentacles means financially he's actually quite stable in himself. And I have another guy around her, which is more of a business opportunity when it comes to money as well. Almost like, oh God, I don't want to say the word grooming, but I'm getting that kind of thing about grooming, as in trying to get her to come back in to do some things musically, and grooming in that sense very gently to get her back into the fold kind of thing. And again, it's about the payoff here for him from getting money out of her. Now, like I said, part of it could be she would go back and perform if it was for herself. But I feel if she did that, and if she goes back into it all, she's only going to be masking the issues she has. It's going to be able to, it'll be her escape for a bit, but then she's still going to go back to her house and feeling like it's not enough for her, But currently she's blocking him. She just wants to have fun in her energy. It's coming through on her Instagram, the dancing, everyone's like it's erratic and everything like that. She just wants to let go and have fun. And she said ages ago, in her book, it said that she wanted to take months off after Vegas and they wouldn't allow her. They only gave her 3 weeks. It's almost like this energy that she just wants to have months of just doing what she wants to do, letting go, being free. And she's blocking this guy right now with this idea about going back into, I'm hearing showbiz, okay, so dancing, touring, that kind of thing, with the clown card, which means right now she's in that stage, she just wants to have fun. Now, I do feel there is another person around her, like sexual, there's a sexual attraction with somebody. He is paying her a lot of attention and coming in quite hard towards her here. But again, I do feel payday. I hear payday, and I hope it's just not going to be someone else that's just going to want to use her. We have a lot of strong males in her life. You've got another one here that feels she's very creative. And again, this is what worries me about some of these readings with her. When I get the males come in, I'm not always getting this genuine love. I mean, we've got one guy down here, which is very creative, probably linked to the music industry with this one's energy, but he's looking for the payoff. And right now she's blocking him. We have this other one coming in very strong. That's very sexual attraction, she's looking for a new chapter with him. But again, he sees her as somebody that's very wealthy and confident and wealthy. This is a wealthy woman here dressed in the finest clothes. And then we have this King of Swords energy that sees her as somebody creative, somebody that's a wish come true. But for him, again, I just feel being taken advantage of. But we've got wish come true and low moods here as well, her low moods. So I don't like the idea. And again, using her for some kind of project. It just has to come from her, you know, and that's why I hope this ghostwriting thing, which is her, by the way, she wants to do the ghostwriting. It's not other people trying to get her to do tours and things. Could work out for her in that sense. So let's just have a look at the ghostwriting energy. Could that lead to bigger things for her? Ghostwriting. Undercover, obviously. I don't think she's named, has she? Who she's doing these things for. But right now it's undercover, I'm sensing. I did get more work like she did with Elton John, a cameo, where she drops in for a few hours at the recording studio, does the work and leaves. That's the kind of thing that would maybe she would consider now over anything else, you know? Let's just see. Ghostwriting. What's going on with the ghostwriting? I don't like all these guys around her. Handlers, I just heard as well. Handlers. Some of these are handlers again still. Let's see. Ghostwriting. Now, this is actually quite interesting because when I pulled the ghostwriting, we had a lot of extreme traumatic cards here. The Ten of Wands, completely overloaded, not committed, painful. But then again, this is going to lead to success in songwriting, the Magician. And I actually feel this is more the painful cards, or the more the therapeutic part of her writing and getting out the emotions that she's got. And it's almost like some of the stuff she's writing is dark and so deep, she doesn't feel she could sing it herself. So it's easier to pass on to someone else. Pass the buck, I'm hearing. Pass the buck. I'm seeing, you know, relay teams where they pass it on to somebody else. She's passing the torch on to somebody else, but they're singing her material, so it would still get out there. And I feel that's what she likes right now. Now, again, I do feel she would do some I'm hearing joint venture again with somebody singing, a collab. And it could be with this person that she would ghostwrite with. Queen of Pentacles. She does feel grounded when she does this. When she's writing, she feels like a businesswoman. She feels in control. She feels like the boss. It's like nobody's the boss of her. She's the boss of somebody else, but not in a bad sense, not in a cruel sense. It's like wanting this other person to do well and wanting the people to succeed that would use her music if she's ghostwriting songs. So it's more of a grounded energy, a Mother Earth energy, protective energy, looking after them more than anything else. So it is actually, I'm hearing outlet, good outlet for her. So yes, I do feel it is a good outlet for her. And stability. She gets a lot of stability from doing this, from writing. From writing, it makes her feel more grounded. So that's a plus. One last thing. Let's just see if she's going to do another tour again. Would she do another tour? Would she do another tour? Or like Vegas, you know? Couple of shows. 3 shows a week is way too much anyway. I'm hearing now and again, rather than something consistent. A drop-in. Now, a drop-in for me could be something like a shock surprise, where tickets will sell out in literally like an hour. I'm hearing minutes. They would just do something completely unexpected, more like a drop-in to take the pressure off of her than something consistent is what I sense more here along the lines. Will she do a tour again? So there's just so much grief and sadness over the touring. Now, if you read her book, you'll know why. there's so much grief. She's not over this. She's looking back at all the negatives over the touring aspect of things rather than what could be positive for her, which is sometimes the escapism of getting out of the house, getting out of her headspace and just being free and performing. But she's looking at all the negative aspects of that right now. And that's why I don't feel it's going to be something consistent. We do have an offer coming in towards her about a tour to do something there with her. I feel this person is actually... Now, this is somebody that she's worked with in the past, I feel, because we have the X energy card or someone from the past here. But I do feel it could be more along the lines of more a feminist kind of female role, support system coming in for her than the men. And the handlers. When I'm hearing the men, I'm hearing handlers. I'm hearing handlers. I feel whoever I hear vetted as well. So whoever dates her, even though we feel like people aren't in control of her now, I hear they would be vetted by somebody. So people would still vet who she dates and make sure that they're reeling her in still. You know what I mean? Now, there's a difference between being reeled in because there's mental health issues and you need actual support, or reeling them in to get control over them to make money for them. Do you see what I mean? But there is an offer coming in from somebody. I'm hearing somebody she worked with before, but again, the balance issue was what I've been talking about. She's scared about the balance. Too much too soon. The devil, temptations, toxic things along those lines. She's worried about it. Sin City. I heard Sin City again, so I do feel they could be offering something to do with Vegas here, but she's worried about the balance. And would it make her go backwards rather than forwards? Now, that Queen of Cups energy... and a new job. So again, I do feel there's going to be more of I feel there's an offer from somebody from her past. It's almost like there's a couple of people vetting for her, okay? There's a lot of men that want to do projects with her. There could be a woman who is a close friend. This is someone more intuitive and caring coming in that's offering her a new job. And I feel it could be... It's an expose. What does that mean? An expose? What's that even mean? I feel it could even be something like a one-off where do you know what I am sensing she could do at some point? Something in Vegas, which would be part cinema of her story, like showing videos of her dancing, and also part performance. So it wouldn't be her performing the whole time. It would be like a hybrid. And I've just seen that Max thing in Las Vegas. You know that 3D dome? You know that massive 3D dome that they've got? I do wonder if she's going to perform in there at some point. It would be like a virtual thing. ABBA. You know ABBA did the virtual performance? No joke. I do wonder if she'd ever do one of those virtual things as well, and maybe a surprise performance too. But I'm not really getting something consistent. I do feel she will get back out there, but maybe not in the way we expect. And I do wonder if she would be tempted if it was virtual, because she could do most of it at home, the virtual side of things. And then she wouldn't have to perform as such. But that's it for now, guys. But I just wonder, like, how much can a person take? You know what I mean? How much more can she take?